What's up, guys? This is Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We're gonna start doing a little walk around, but first I want y'all to check out all of our social media. We got Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and of course we got YouTube here. We post to every single day. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. We're getting ready to go for a test drive. This is a 55 model Bel Air. 3-speed on a tree. 283 motor in it. Not the original motor, it's out of a Corvette. It's that time. Let's go for a ride. I'll tell you what, we're gonna look around the car before we take off, kind of check some stuff like the horn. The bottom part works. We'll look around in here, it's very pretty. I love the style. The headliner's in great shape. Go ahead and start her up. This car is cold-natured, that's for sure. The guys pulled it up and washed it off for me, and they had to let it run for a second. If it was me, I'd take off the old little carburetor that's on it. See if I can get it to do it. A little bit of a hesitation there. We'll see how she runs and drives. Checking everything over. Do got the windshield wipers and they do work. Switch is a little bit stiff. Blower motor does work. There's no AC on this car. Radio, ooh, that was loud. Let's see if our lighter works. We'll hold it in for a second. Check it out. While we're holding that in, you can look at the miles. It's showing 47,000. Every 100,000 goes back to 0, and I can't stand behind the miles on a 55 model. Our gas gauge up there is sitting right at quarter tank. We'll stop, check that gauge as well. If that works, then every gauge works in this car. Cigarette lighter does not work. We're gonna go ahead and say that done. We'll check our brake here. Ooh, it's definitely not sticking. It feels like it's gripping, but it's not staying. So it's not grabbing. We'll say that don't work either. Let's hit the road. All right, we're gonna take off down the road here. First off, I don't see any seat belts in this car, so there's none located under the seats. The carpet looks nice and new though. I do like it, but it will have to have some seat belts added. This is a 3-speed on the tree. So you pull down. So this is the first time I've driven this particular car. Give myself a little time to get used to the clutch. Steering column made a little popping noise there, but it feels nice and tight. Oh, that was just the centerpiece, the horn on the steering wheel. So this is just a 283 in here. It's out of a Corvette, and I think it said 58 or 60 something. Steering wheel's not perfectly centered up, and the car does pull to the left. If I let go of the steering wheel, I'll end up on the other side of the road. This is a 55 mile an hour car. It's only got 3 gears. Running about 55 now. Speedo is working. Check our brakes before we get too far up here. Drum brakes, and they're pulling a little bit to the right. When the steering goes left, the drum brakes go right. You can see that in the video, I'm sure. Coming up to the red light here, so. Clutch feels pretty good, and it's shifting nice and easy. we hit every red light in town. I got to head up here and run some errands, so figured we'd drive through town and check this one out here. Go ahead and get that off the dash. Brakes are actually stopping now that they stopped pulling, is what I'm saying, to the right. Well, come on now. Thought I was gonna get to use my horn. Yeah, the brakes stopped pulling to the right. They probably just had some dust on them. But the car is still pulling to the left, so. Tight the steering is. There's a little bit of slack in the steering there, about that much, and it starts turning. But they're not pulling to the right anymore at all, and I'm getting on the brakes pretty good. So I'll tell you what, we've hit every red light in town. It seemed like all the gauges were working. Of course, the car didn't come with AC. The glove box looks nice. Siri thought I said something to her. Did you hear that? Got your ashtray here for the smokers that are still out there. Try our crank window. Pretty good. Let's try this. A little stiff, but it's working. All right, let's take off again. Let's grind a little bit going into second, and I've got the clutch all the way to the floor. Could be out of adjustment a little bit. It's not slipping by any means. Everybody's getting out and about today. It's the first nice day in Tennessee in a while. See if it still grinds. It didn't grind that time. Be sure to really pay attention to what I'm doing here. Make sure I'm just not doing it wrong. Let's get around all this. Our turn signal's working. The left turn signal's coming on. We'll try our right while we're sitting here. Both of them are flashing on both sides. I'm gonna get in this parking lot over here, get turned around, and we'll continue this ride. right, getting ready to take off. I got one of my errands done. Big old tuna sandwich. It's time to roll on. Notice the column's a little bit stiff when you go to shift. It's like going down into first. See, it went in just fine then. It's like getting in a bind. I'm not sure why it's doing that, and that may be what that noise is when I go to shift to second, because it doesn't do it every time. Sometimes it's nice and smooth like that. Every time I go back in, it's perfectly fine. It's like the column's getting in a little bit of a bind or something. Back into first there. A little bit of a grind there. Like I said, our turn signals are working nice. Definitely getting a lot of looks driving around town. There's another one that's passing by. I'll get y'all to check that out. A little bit of a grind. It's almost every other time. I mean, I'm punching the clutch to the floor, so. She's driving pretty good. Speedometer's doing this little wavy motion. We're actually heading back to the lot now. I'm gonna do an outside walk. We're gonna check the interior out. I'm gonna look for any kind of chips in the paint. We're gonna pop the hood, look around in the motor compartment. We're gonna pop the trunk and check out the pan in there. Look how clean it is. I know it's got some skirts that go on the rear wheels. They're in the trunk now. But with the wheels that's on it, it kind of shows off the wheel more instead of hiding it. But it's all preference. They're there if you want them. See, it didn't grind at all going into second there. Does it from first to second, just not third to second. Look, we got another one on the road right here. We're getting ready to pass. I told you he was behind us. It's a good day to be out cruising, that's for sure. Guys, we're getting ready to pull back into the lot. If you want more information on this car, please jump on weMainbsite.com. I put that website in the beginning and the end of all of my videos. You can actually go to the description below, check it out. Or you can give us a call, 615-822-4444. I'll be happy to talk with you. We got financing information available, as well as shipping, parts, accessories, wheels, tires. All that's available at weMainbsite.com. Don't be scared to jump on there or give us a call. I appreciate y'all watching, and thanks again, guys.